Normally, you come into a museum and you're always told not to touch art. But for this exhibit, we really wanted to encourage interaction. This is all about kinetic art, touching art, experiencing art in a different way. The Sight Unseen sculpture exhibit at the Palaschuk Museum. This is all modern interpretations of texture. So we're getting past that kind of classical sculpture feel and that taboo of not touching and bringing it into something more modern and more welcoming. Mr. Palaschuk suffered a stroke when he first moved to Winter Park, Florida. And because of that, that left him paralyzed on his entire left side of his body. So he had a unique challenge as an artist as well, learning how to sculpt again with one hand. So this sculpture exhibit is really celebrating people's different capabilities, and I think it's perfect here at the Palaschuk.
Many of the exhibitors in this show are part of the Florida Sculptors Guild. When our group first started planning and thinking about what we could create, we really had to wrap our head around it. Because it's like, wait, you're not going for what it visually looks like, you're going for what it's going to feel like. With the fingers, it's kind of like, oh, it's cool, but it's kind of creepy. There are actually 368 fingers involved. Those are people's castings of people's individual fingers. People are touching a sculpture. How about if the sculpture touches them back, and hence the fingers? It's like this creepy cool thing. Like, people want to touch it, but then they're not sure they want to touch it. But then they do.
I'm known as the Great Lady because I do work based on manhole covers, and the blind people usually can't go down in the street and feel a manhole cover. In fact, most people don't. The City of Orlando manhole cover is really based on a site outside of the Orlando Museum of Art, Lock Haven Park. The ancient bricks are right there in the parking lot, so that's a piece of their street right there. The Con Edison concert started out with a paper casting of the Con Ed covers that are all over New York City. And then you press the different buttons and you get sound effects that talk about electricity, how important it is, who invented it.
Who was known for lighting up our world? The answer is Thomas Alva Edison.
So the Con Ed concert is its sound and its appreciation of electricity.
A lot of my work is dealing with reusable materials and using them in a way that they were not originally designed to function. It was really challenging, I could say, as an artist, because you want to over-explain things, is the first things I thought of. It's all about touching. You got to be able to see through your fingertips. It is aluminum frame welded underneath, and then there's 1,255 feet of garden hoses wrapped around this particular piece.
The concept, I've always thought, should have been something sculpture should be able to do because it's a presence. So you should be able to touch these things. The fusing was how to do something that you could reuse. It's actually called upcycling, and this has bubble wrap because, again, it's textural. There's 100,000 turtles die a year from ingesting plastic bags. And at this particular exhibit, it was a great opportunity for people to actually be able to enjoy and interact and possibly learn.
My mom is completely blind, and I've grown up with that, so I kind of have an idea of how she does things and how she starts to feel things. So I kind of know where people are going to feel first, and I just do a lot of doodles. And some of them turn into full-on drawings, and this happened to be one of them, but I wanted my mom to be able to, interact with it.
The ears and the textures, some of them are very bumpy, some are smooth. I can't imagine what this must look like to a sighted person, but to a blind person, I would totally have this in my house because anybody can appreciate this, sighted or not.
Knowing my mom can appreciate my art it's really great. I'm a musician as well, and she can hear that. I've always doodled and I've always painted and I've always done art, but now she can appreciate that more and understand more of why I love art so much, and now she loves art too.
It is kind of ironic to be blind and to have a daughter who's so into art She does play music and do other things, which I can relate to her, but this was an area that we weren't able to fully connect. So I feel like now that I understand her art a little better and her style a little bit better.
It's been really rewarding to see blind people come into the museum and have a positive interaction. We wanted to take that energy and that passion that Mr. Pelagic had and bring it up to something that was relevant. So it was really amazing to see those people come through and experience it.
Watch full episodes of Artisodes every Thursday at 8 p.m. on WUCF TV.